guys, me again. It's David Tiger. Just got back from work, so we're going to go out and do a little casing of some of our property and kind of going to go check out some measurements, kind of lay the groundwork. And on Friday, Tim and I are both taking a half day off work so we can kind of film them. As you can tell, it's getting a little bit dark. You can kind of get a quick glimpse and probably get a little bit more later. We're going to put a really short segment, but this is kind of where we're, what's going on. I don't know if you can hear the tractor back there. Hey, you can actually see a backhoe, I think, back there. Anyway, what we're trying to do is, as it comes to, this is the point that we've been talking about that night when I had my arm there. So you can see downtown there, and then over here. And this is the point that we're trying to get them to pivot. As we will probably reiterate over 1,000 times before this whole thing's done. But anyway, no ducks out there. I don't see any. The lake, you can see down there. Road and the backyard. And we're gonna go walk up this little stream here. This is kind of where we want the trail to go, the main artery. That we think is going to be the main artery for this huge redevelopment project. This whole area of the city. It's not just this little thing. You got to keep in mind. It's just not this little deal that's going on here. This is going to be a huge over in this area is going to be a huge redevelopment area. Anyway, so we are going to go take a tape measure. We are measuring, so the reason why 14 foot is so important is that that's their desired full width of their trail design. They have many different kind of different costs, and we'll go through this a little bit more, but 14 foot here, as you can tell, is the desired length for the this whole boardwalk trail concept. And as you can tell, 14 foot, which is fairly long. It's almost the whole length of this foot. And we're going to go out and measure and see. Not only that, but we're getting a lot of pressure from the city. Somehow it seems like, you know, their design is such set in stone that they can't change their game plan. And I'm like, what are you nuts? First of all, this is about 14 foot. 14 foot's right here. So that's about that long. So that's kind of what they're shooting for, which is a good length. You're going to definitely get 2, maybe even 3, maybe. So that's good. We're going to point out later, we're going to go take this measure back up to the dam that we've been talking about. And the whole city, the Parks Department, they're trying to avoid that like the plague. And you know why? Because they're looking for 14 foot. I guarantee you that you can see on the, you'll be able to see on the video. I guarantee you, man, that bridge crossing with my handlebars is slightly under 2 feet. And you'll be able to tell in that video. I'm doubtful, very doubtful, that the width on that bridge is longer than 4 foot, which would be this deal. We'll go measure it for sure, get that documented. So for me, it's kind of, it's laughable, really, when you think about it, that somehow we're getting a huge pushback on 14 foot. You know, because if you look at it, let's go, didn't mean to get into this much, but this kind of points to the somewhat of the deal here. So this is 14 foot, all right? And then somehow, just really, it's laughable that we're getting this huge pushback from Jacobs on like ADA approval. Like, is it going to be ADA compliant? You know, it's going to be hard to adjust this plan because things are in progress. Well, as you can tell, if you and the concern with the ADA approval was the slope of this property is going to be I'm glad I pulled this one up, because this is what they define as, if you can see this angle, this is what they define as sloped. Now look at that. I mean, that's a pretty steep slope. I mean, that's some good running up there, man. I'd be running up and down that thing for good exercise. But this is a pretty steep slope. And as you can tell, just from this little flat bed, because this is basically, you can see that tree. We're trying to get the trail to go from that tree and get it to whip up this gully. And first of all, I think it's very clear that there's 14 foot here somewhere to deal with. And somehow they've got it designed on this thing that somehow these are minor little things here. See this? This is, again, many times we are here. Actually, as right now. This is a 14-foot wide deal, and somehow they're not able to come up with a way to make, and they've already got easements for this, 14 foot, and that would be too long, 14 foot, you use that, but there is a way to lengthen these with all the traffic that's going to be going on there, and to get it ADA compliant. And you gotta, it's a matter of just going over and say, hey Bob, once once we get this thing over here, we're gonna make this thing. You got the trail here. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make it go up this way. So just prepare. They're preparing the land right now. I mean, So it's just really when you sit here every day and you go try to make a difference, and you get this song and dance pony show, and then you get the sense that they're not even paying attention to you. It's already done. They've already decided what the hell they want to do. And they're just ramming it down our throats, like somehow it's just a pain in their ass to accommodate what we think is, to actually help do their job. That's what we're trying to help them do, is to design a trail. This is in the design phase. That looks like it's designed to me, and as we'll see later on, they're just having them demoed over here. They should make this a focal point and make it go here, and then as you'll point out, well, actually, I don't have my little famous Graco thing, which I'll need to do. But this whole point, I mean, this is all, like I said, all going to be redeveloped. So you kind of come up, boom. And this is a major artery, and you have a nice little line there. And obviously, you still have, the smaller trail that goes there. That's still in existence. So this is kind of your major artery here, boom. So we're trying to get them to go there. Major artery from here to here. Oh, holy wow. This is Riverside, a major thoroughfare, which we'll go see. Boy, didn't that make sense? And then you have this kind of be a major thoroughfare go that way. And then this is all going to be torn down and redemolished or rebuilt. Torn down and rebuilt. And you can design it, I would think, somewhere along the way that you can have some nice little trails that kind of just go off here and really make this almost like a bike mecca to live and work. And if you want to bike in Austin, live and work and bike in Austin without having to own a car, this would be the place to be. But it's not going to be if they continue to go on with their little deal, and we'll go ahead and show that, because on Friday, like I said, we're taking a day off of work, half a day off work, and we're going to kind of try to film this in a very short, concise deal. So anyway, let's go on and see what we got at this gully. Again, the key number is 14 foot. And see, this whole hillside, I mean, they're all going to be on the roll. Past DGs. Here, then you 10 mile radius. Something is kind of trying to segregate through the woods. They acknowledge that as an issue. Pointed out. Who would want to live there? That's a nice one because it kind of got. I remember when I first moved to Austin. Deal breaker on some trail.
Pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, you might as well surround the lake with a buffer zone with parks and, you know, official trails. I mean, it makes sense.